Today, what we want to talk about is a little bit of a follow-up from last week as well, when we talked about why people aren't seeing your content. So we're going to do a follow-up on that today and ask that question: why aren't my followers seeing my content? What is going on? I post stuff all the time, sometimes even do some boosted posts, but it doesn't seem to be getting interactions and people aren't doing things with my content. So I'm just not sure if this whole online marketing, social media thing is actually working out. Maybe it's just a fad and I don't need to do this. So we hear that all the time. It's a common complaint that we get. And the reality is it's just, you probably just don't realize what is happening. So we did a video 6 or 7 months ago about the algorithms on social media. And so what you want to do is be very aware of those algorithms. Go back and watch that video to help you understand what's going on with those algorithms. So there is a computer that is determining who sees what on the social networks. And so you want to understand how they're determining that, what is going on with that algorithm, that computation, so that you understand what can you do to improve your content. There's a couple general rules that we recommend that you follow that'll help out. So if you have questions as we go along today, let us know. We'd love to answer those questions about how to help get you more of your content seen by more people. So let's talk about some of these general concepts that'll help your content to be seen by more folks. So because that algorithm is in place, you have to realize that it is keeping track of the likes, comments, and shares that your posts are getting. So if somebody is posting, if somebody's liking, commenting, and sharing a lot on your posts, then they're more likely to see more content from you. If they're not interacting with your content, then they're not going to be very likely to see the next few posts that you have. So hey, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. So just realize that when you have content that you're putting out there, make sure that it is something that will encourage people to hit the like button on. Make sure it is something that's funny. Make sure that it is something that is entertaining or educational, interactive with the people, so that they hit the like button. That's the first step I would say. Hello. That's the first thing I would say to help you improve your content, is get people to hit the like button. What are the posts that you need to create and put out there that'll get the people to hit that like button or hit the reactions on Facebook? Super important to get those things out there. Those are very, very important to do. So as you do that and you start to get consistent at getting likes on your posts, then you want to start thinking about what is the kind of content that people would comment on. So now we're starting to understand types of articles or types of things that people are hitting the like button on. It could be things like that are funny pictures, jokes, memes, videos. It could be very good educational articles or tips and advice that you're offering that they hit the like button on. You're going to start get an idea of what kinds of content people like because they're hitting the like button. Now as they do that, then you want to start thinking about what is the kind of content that someone will comment on. So commenting, to get someone to leave a comment on a post, you've got to really think about asking them a specific question. So make sure that if you're putting a question out there or a topic, subject, something that you want to encourage dialogue about, ask a question that is specific and thought-provoking. So questions like, hey, what are you going to do this weekend? Most people aren't going to interact with. Unless you've already got some real serious interaction with them, you're usually not going to get a ton of response from that type of a question. So what you want to look at is what are very specific ways of asking questions. So if you have an industry that you're in or a type of business, let us know in the comments. I would love to see if we can help come up with a few questions that would be relevant to you and to your content that we can help with. So let's go over a couple of these. If you are a restaurant, okay, let's talk about restaurants to begin with. If you're a restaurant, what might be some good questions that you could ask people to get them to talk? You could be asking questions around the community that you're involved with. If there's big community activities, then connect with those. Those are going to be good things to share. Other questions might be more appropriate to your business specifically about types of service you have. We worked with a grocery store once, to give you an example, and we asked people, hey, what is the one thing that you wish we carried in our store that we don't carry? And we got feedback. Now that is very high quality feedback, because not only are we getting comments from people, which means they're interacting with our content, but we're also getting feedback that we handed off to our customers, and then they could see more stuff. So I'm not getting an error today on Periscope. Haven't seen anything like that yet. Hopefully we don't, but we'll see. Sometimes those algorithms can cause problems in the back end. But just realize when you're putting out questions, you want to get interaction with the people. Get them to leave a comment. Maybe it's, have you seen a customer, or what, somebody, an employee of ours help you a lot? Let them know. Mention them in here. When is it good customer service? Have you eaten this type of a dish at a restaurant? What did you guys think? Get direct feedback, because one is direct feedback that can really apply to improve the business is valuable anyways, but it also gets people commenting, which is more valuable to the social networks to determine this person wants to see more content from you. If they're willing to take the time to interact and type out a post, type out a comment to you, then they probably want to see more content from you. So that'll get more people to see your content. So that's very, very important. It could be a topic. It could be a subject in the news. Maybe there's, I know here in Utah, we have a bar that we work with, and the state legislature had just passed some recent laws that changed the nature of how they do some of the things in their business. So we put it out there for people to talk about, and it was huge, totally huge. The comments and the response and all those kind of things are really, really great. So that helps to grow that following, get more people to see your content, increase the content, build it up so more people can see those things. So just realize that most people are not going to interact with your marketing content. If you're trying to encourage people with a call to action to go to your website, that's usually not very engaging content as far as leaving comments and things. So that's a different type of content. So what you want to do is build up your interaction with things that are funny, with things that are relevant, newsworthy stuff, educational, informational. Build up your interaction with that content, and then share your marketing content as you get some good organic growth on your interactions. So the ultimate interaction, of course, is the share button. How do you get people to share your content? So maybe law firms. Let's talk about law firms then. If you're a law firm, you want to get your content out to more people. So encouraging people to share it is really good. Now, just asking people to share content has a tendency to increase the number of shares it does get. But you want to make sure, again, it's relevant information. So if you write an article or put some information out about, hey, do you know somebody who's ever been hurt in an accident and they didn't seek medical treatment but are still hurting from it? We have this great article of what they can do to improve their life and even get their medical bills paid for. Share this with them. Bam. Now if somebody's reading it and go, yeah, I have an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or brother, whoever, that had that, they might tag them in it or share them with it, share them on their post to provide good education. Information is a good thing that people like to share. Sometimes things that are really funny, really entertaining, people will share because they want to show their friends, hey, come watch this video, it's hilarious, or read this joke or something. So those are good things to get shares, get more people to share your content. So the more interactions you get, the better it's going to be for your content. No matter what they're interacting with, you just want to get more interactions. That's just all it comes down to. So if you have questions on getting more interactions, let us know. You can use our hashtag SMRTTV. We do keep up with that hashtag, so watch for responses if you leave comments and questions for us there as well. So interactions are huge. Now the other thing you want to look at with your content is you have to realize that you need to be putting out content, publishing articles, finding links to articles, putting out pictures, videos, other things that people want to see. This is so important. Businesses have this tendency to get caught up in sharing what they think people would like. I think this would be great to talk about my new marketing or tell them how cool my product or service is. From a business standpoint, that might sound really great, but the reality is your followers really don't care. That's just the harsh truth of it. Your followers do not care about your business. They care about what's in it for them. So you need to make sure that you are putting out content that they are interested in, that they want to see. Hi guys, thanks for following us. We appreciate everybody being on today with us. So pay attention to what it is your followers are interested in. Quality content makes a huge, huge difference. Huge, huge difference. Hello. Thanks for joining us. So as we talk about online marketing and tips and things we can do to help you be better, let us know if you have questions, because we'd love to answer those questions as well. But think about the quality of content. So who is your customer? What are they interested in? What are hobbies and interests they have? What types of things this time of year are they doing? Are they? Is it that we're in the summertime right now? So vacation, is that a big deal? Are they going on vacation? Is there certain places they go on vacation or types of vacations are going on? What are they doing with their time? What are they doing with the different opportunities they have in life? Do they have jobs? Are they retired? Are they just entering the workforce? Are they going to school? All those factor into what is the kind of thing that person wants to see, they want to interact with. So most of the time, information specifically about your business isn't the thing they want to see. Okay, they want to see cool stuff. Even if your business is awesome, like we have a laser tag company that we do things, they don't necessarily want to see a ton of content about the business. They want to see stuff around the events. So tips on laser tag, tips on how to be better, or on if you do video games or different things. What are the tips and advice, things that they would like? Talk about movies, talk about current trends. All those things will help you to gain that interaction and to put out things that people are interested in commenting and sharing. So always be thinking about your customer. Who is your customer? What do they want? What are they interested in? What's going on in their lives? What are problems they might have in their life that you could offer advice on to help them out? If you're a service-based company, you should be always talking about seasonal tips to improve your home. Maintain your home, fix your home. What are problems you could be having? It doesn't have to be just to the type of service that you do. It could be anything around the home. Lawn care, interior, exterior, gardening, all that stuff. Because that is what your customers are looking for. So it's not about what the business wants to post, it's about what the customers of that business want to see. Huge, very, very big deal. Very few businesses follow that, unfortunately. They're too stuck in the what's in it for me. I want to promote myself. I want people to drive traffic to my sites. I want them to buy from me. I don't care about the rest. Well, you're totally going to ruin your ability to have success on social media by doing that. You need to be thinking about what is important to your followers. What do they want to see? That kind of content will help tremendously. Even if you are in an industry that is cool, like we said, laser tag, houseboats, entertainment, movies, stuff like that, you can talk about the industry or about the types of things that you offer. But don't get too much into what you do and encourage people to go to your site all the time to buy, because just people don't like that. They want to see more information. They want to be educated about why they should use a houseboat. They want to be educated into the value of that, the memories that it can come. What are the benefits of renting a houseboat versus going to a hotel and getting a boat? What are the fun things you can do? What are the tips and tricks that make houseboating fun? All that stuff is more important than your marketing, because that's what people see. And if they see that and like it, then you can slip in marketing messages every so often. Hey, if you'd like to rent a houseboat or see what's available on a lake near you, click here. Bam, and then they'll go off and see that. So thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate this. Thank you for coming on. So the other thing you want to look at, on top of getting those increased interactions, as well as putting out more valuable content that people want to see, is you've got to realize that you're competing for eyeballs with every follower they have. So if you're trying to reach out to somebody who has an average of 1,000 followers, you've got a lot of other people you're dealing with, because the algorithms don't determine the difference between a person and a business. And if they do, they usually favor the person. What you want to do is look at how can we get those people to see you, and how do you rise to the top. So you've got to get more interactive than even their followers are, so that they see you more in the news stream. So pay attention to your followers and what are they interested in. All that will help so much, so much in your marketing. So let's see, we got a question coming in. Do you suggest to concentrate more on actual content rather than audience, quality over quantity? Yes, absolutely. The more you can tap into your audience, the more you know what they're interested in, what they're looking for, the better it's going to be. That's quality is way better than quantity. So that's very, very important. You can put out a lot of stuff, but again, because those algorithms are there, if it's not quality, if it's not something they want to see and interact with, then you're going to fall down on that list and you're going to be lost. And so people aren't going to see your content. Because you got to realize, if somebody has, even if they have 300 followers or more, they're only going to see about 20 posts. So you want to make sure that you're in those 20 posts. And without having to spend money, you've got to do it organically. What do you think about YouTubers and massive earnings? Now I know on YouTube, there's a few things you want to look at when doing this, getting your content seen on YouTube. One is live will help on YouTube as well. Having live, scheduling your videos out so people can interact with you and see them will be very beneficial. Plus, you want to make sure that they're relevant, have tags on them that are relevant. All those things will make a big difference. Hello, thanks for joining us. Oh, you're welcome. Feel free to ask us any questions. So if you have other questions too, SMRT TV, use that hashtag, and we pick up on those as well. Come follow us on social media. We see those comments also, and we can help you out with your online marketing. So now the amount of earnings you get on YouTube has dropped dramatically, because you have to have more than 10,000 views before you even qualify for a check. So even if you have 2 million followers, if you get less than 10,000 views on a video, you don't make that much money. So they've really cut that back, and they've really made some changes to how that platform works to deal with fake news and content that people don't want to be seeing. So they're going through some transitions on YouTube as well. But just realize, guys, relevancy is important, and content that people want to repeat the numbers, please. What numbers was it that you wanted, or the hashtag you mean? SMRT TV is our hashtag. Smart Social is our company name. So this is our Smart TV episodes. If you want, go check them out on YouTube. We actually have been doing this YouTube channel for a year, and we put all of our videos up there with lots of tips and advice for online marketing to help you. It's all free. It's up there for you. If you have questions from them, reach out to us. Let us know. We'd love to help you out with your business and to help you improve your social media experience with your business. So again, let's reiterate really quick the things we've talked about today about how to help get more people to see your content. The biggest reasons people are not seeing your content is because the algorithm is going against you. You're not putting out content that people want to like, comment, and share. So think about what can I do to get people to hit the like button? What kind of comments or content can I produce that'll do that? What kind of things would people comment on? What questions could I ask? What things could I do to encourage that? And what kind of content would someone share with their followers from us? All those are good questions to help you improve the quality of your content. Then you also want to look at the relevancy. Is this content people really want to see? Is it interactive? Is it worthwhile for us to talk about? Awesome. That is great. It could be around the communities that you're involved in. It could be around news items and topics that you have. All those things are good. That'll help increase that quality again of, if it's the kind of content that your followers want to see, then they'll interact more with you. They'll see it more often, they'll do more with that, which is really, really good. Now you can use things like hashtags. If there's popular hashtags out there for certain news or topics, you can use those hashtags to catch a broader market as well with your posts, which does help increase that reach also. The other thing you want to look at too is what's really happening in the lives of your followers. And this is very common that this is missed. Not just so much, we've already talked a little bit about, what do they want to see? What are they interested in? What's going on in their life when they're looking at your content or they're accessing their social, so that you can dial that content in better for what they're looking for. But you've got to realize that social media is not separate from real life. Social media is an extension of the offline world. And so anything that happens offline still influences what happens on social and online. So if there's a major news event that happens, whether it's like a tsunami that hits and does a lot of stuff like in Japan or Sumatra, or a school shooting or a terrorist attack, those things distract your followers. And if they're distracted by these other news things, that means they're not seeing your content. Even if it's high quality content, they're not seeing it because they're distracted. So pay attention to those trends and those other things that are happening. Holidays is another big one that happens out there. If you are a Utah-based business, July is a tough time to sell because we have 2 major holidays a couple weeks apart. You are very helpful. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. We love your feedback. Make sure you subscribe and follow us more. We always do these every single Monday. But we have, in Utah, in July, we have 2 major holidays. And so it's a big time for vacationing, time off from work, which means people are highly distracted. So what you need to do is make sure that you are putting out more content that's engaging. Put out content around the holidays. Put out content around vacations. Put out more conversational, funny things. Not as much maybe business, still have a little bit, but not as much. Err on the side of keeping your engagement up. Get more people to interact with you. That's going to help you because, again, if you get good interactions and then holidays come and the interactions start to drop, then you're going to lose your spot in their newsfeed and start to drop. So you've got to keep that interaction up, which means you're going to change the type of content you're putting out to keep that interaction up. The Christmas time between Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's is a very common time for most businesses to struggle with interactions. People are busy. They've got work parties, they've got family parties, they've got to prepare, they've got to clean their house, they've got to buy presents for the kids and things, they're traveling. There's a lot going on. Tons of stuff to distract your followers. So you've got to think about what kind of content can we put out there that would help keep them seeing and interacting with us. Most likely it has nothing to do with your business, more about the season, tips and advice, other things around things going on in their life that you can then share that will help them to stay connected and interacting with you. If you do that, then your content will be seen more, and then after the holidays when people are back in their habits and their routines, then your marketing is going to be way more effective. So just realize that these are other factors that are influencing your content's ability to be seen. If there's lots of other content that's distracting your followers, they're not going to see your stuff. You just got to be aware of that. There's outside forces that can negatively influence the ability for your content to be seen. So pay attention to those trends and ideas around your followers and what's going on in their life. All of that will help you build a better organic marketing on social media for your business.